Nobody wants my stuff. Let's get started and talk about it and show about it. You know, I was just thinking something. I'm almost 60 years young. I'm 59 years old. And many folks spend money in their 20s, 30s, and 40s on all sorts of stuff, from clothing to gadgets to decorations, you name it, right? But you know what's funny is in your 50s, 60s, and beyond, you're getting rid of all the stuff that you bought in your 20s, 30s, and 40s. That's what I want to chat with you guys about today. Because if something were to happen to my husband and myself, does my daughter, who is a minimalist, by the way, want any of our stuff? To be totally honest, maybe about 2% of it. And that's what I'm going to show about. Thank you. Okay, all, I've never shown you the garage. I never even go in the garage, but I'm about to show you. We have so much stuff. Yes, I've decluttered. This is the issue. This is part of the reason I'm filming this instead of my hubby, is that a lot of the stuff is his. I've decluttered a lot of my things, not that I couldn't do more, but much of it is stuff that we've had for years and years, and it's hard to get someone who is a pack rat to declutter. Just being real. One thing I can tell you, my channel might not be the most popular frugal channel out there, and there may be times where some videos don't interest you, but I'm going to tell you, I really try to be real on this channel, and a lot of the things I say can be judged by many people, I'm sure, but I want to be honest and authentic. I don't live a perfect life. So I'm going to show you this garage, and I'm going to show you a few other things around the house, so stay tuned. Well, I tried to show you the garage, but guess what? It's locked, so I can't show you. Let me just tell you, every space in this entire garage is all filled. I'm going to see if I can take you over to the window and see if you can even see anything. It'll probably shock you, scare you. Oh yes, you're going to be able to see some things. This just kind of, I don't even know if you can see it. But this kind of shows you all the stuff that's in there. I don't even know what's in there. Most of it's my husband's stuff. Remember, he didn't get married till he was 36. A lot of this is his. Some of it may be from the family before, but it just kind of shows you. I'm going to show you a few things around the house, too. Here's an example right here of a bunch of movies. Now, most of these, 95% of these are not mine, so I can't get rid of them. But this stuff takes up clutter. To me, if you've already got all of these filled and you're having to put stuff on the top, that means you need to donate some. This is just one small example. Okay, right here is a beautiful Hope chest. I actually can't remember where I got it. There's a bunch of stuff inside there, to be totally honest. I haven't looked in there in years. I think my yearbook's in there. I don't even remember what's in there. Okay, we're in the middle bathroom. I don't use this tub at all, okay? But because I don't use it, I use it for storage because I literally do not have space to put it. Okay, all of these things. Now, we do use these. There's some heaters in there, heater fans. That's the thing that I'm supposed to use to soak my feet. I've only used it twice. Some special mops, bucket. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with keeping this in here, but I would like to create more space for all of this. Okay, right here's a donation bin, but right over here are things that I don't even have space to put. My demo bag, some potatoes. I don't even have counter space to put them. Now that bag right there are some dishes that I'm going to be taking to my demo. Every bookshelf we have is taken up with books. Inside this entire cabinet are all books as well. As you can see, every space is taken up with books. Now, these are not mine. I am not blaming all of this on my husband, by the way. These are all my books right there. All of these up here are all these games because we have nowhere to store them. Under here, more books. Behind here, a bunch of movies. This is kind of hard to move though, so I don't mess with it. Most of them are VCR type movies, and from what I know, our VCR is not working any longer. This thing is really old, but I don't think the VCR portion works. Here is an area that looks just terrible in our house. Yeah, it looks organized over there, but we have way too much stuff. I told my husband, we don't need 3 toolboxes full of stuff. We don't need all this stuff. Now, here is the real issue, guys. I just wanted to be honest and share this with you. The real issue is this. All of these cupboards here have decorations and things like that in them, okay? Every space here is all taken up. We even have stuff here, okay? Just junky. The thing is, there's some important things that I want to purchase that I don't have space for because all of this is taken up. So as you can see, it makes it extremely difficult to declutter when most of the stuff isn't mine, number one. And number two, there's important things I want to bring into this house right now that could be helpful, such as emergency prepared stuff if we have another bad storm. I, however, do not regret having all these blankets because we have had a few cold days in Dallas. And I remember when our heat was not working in January, these blankets came in handy because it was down in the 20s at night. And so this definitely came in handy. So I'm not saying get rid of everything, but if there's things I want to purchase that are going to be helpful, I don't have room to buy anything or put it. I'm going to be honest with you guys, walking around here showing you some of those areas, it really has me a little agitated. I'm just being real with you. I cannot blame it on one person, though. You never just put all the blame on someone because, hey, I've been part of the issue too over these years, but I have been decluttering each week. But the only way to really declutter is just to get rid of a lot of the books, a lot of the movies, a lot of the tools that you're not using, and just really go through and get rid of a lot of it, and then save space for things that are really important that you may need later on. That's what I'm talking about right now, because literally I can't buy anything else unless it's something that's for immediate use, such as food, possibly a candle, maybe a few flashlights, things like that. I don't have room for anything that I might find useful because I have to try to create space for it. Because the thing is think of your house as a certain size, and every year you bring more and more stuff in. Well, unless you, what I call declutter, rehome the things you're not using, what ends up happening is your place gets so crammed. And one of the issues is if you live with someone else who doesn't want to get rid of anything, it makes it a real challenge. Let me know what you guys think about this topic. It's kind of embarrassing to come to you with this, but I tell you, I'm getting real on here. And then I also want to say, think about this. If we didn't buy all this stuff over the years, or even only bought part of it, think about all the money you could invest and save by not buying necessary things, because when we pass away, our loved ones are not going to want most of the stuff we have. I'm going to end with saying that. I love you guys. I always appreciate you listening. Bye-bye.